Welcome to the Elusiveness podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blurs and Nerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. Before we get into it, if you are new to the podcast, make sure to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, even if you don't have the time to watch our full videos. If you listen to our audio episode, just head over to our YouTube channel, give us a subscribe, give us a like. We would really appreciate it as we try to break through the fences of YouTube streaming. So yeah, just give us a like on there. There's a lot going on this week, a lot of showcases and a lot of some other news. But before we get into that, how are you guys doing? What are some nerdy things you guys have been up to?
Been good. I've been pretty busy at work. I was just telling Shannon before we started that I've been putting in like a little bit of overtime, a lot of stuff going on at the job. So limited nerdy things for me this week. So I'll get mine out the way. I have been watching Rick and Morty. The new season's out,
I
and
didn't even
you
know
know
Rick
how
and Morty was still on. I thought that show ended.
No, they've been renewed for a bunch of seasons, I think. So
Oh.
It's supposed to come out streaming on HBO Max after the season ends. And I know the last season, I waited till the season ended and it dropped on HBO Max, but it's actually streaming on YouTube TV. So you can actually like search up the new season and watch them anytime you want on YouTube TV, or you can catch it live. So I've been watching that. I started my rewatch of House of Dragons. Tried to. I watched the first episode.
Okay.
Because that's coming out on the 21st, so I just want to be refreshed in that.
Yeah.
And then I've been playing Forza 6 still. Oh my God, this game is beautiful. Just like looking at the puddles of water on the ground, like I'm just stunned by the graphics. And I'm streaming the game, and it's in 4K, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So still grinding that. And then so I wanted to play the Control game. I know, James, you were just playing that, and that franchise is going absolutely crazy right now. Like, there's a bunch of games, so I'm trying to get through Control so I could play the other games that have come out in that series because they all look pretty cool. And then the Outer Worlds just came out with a like definitive edition for the I think just for Xbox. I think, I'm not sure, but I kind of want to play Outer Worlds before I play the Outer Worlds 2 that just came out a couple months ago. So I started my character in that. Sorry, Shannon, no Final Fantasy. But
I knew it. Well, I already knew that you were, as soon as you said you didn't do that much, I knew that it wasn't going to be on there.
I am going to complete that game soon, and you know why. We'll talk about it, soon. But I'm hyped to complete that game again and finish the story because I want to know how the story gets to wherever it goes in the second and third game. Like, this game, it's piqued my interest again. But that's it for me, my nerdy things.
Nice. James, what have you been up to?
Not a crazy busy week for me either. I had track meet, so I was away from Thursday to Saturday, so a lot of time gone. But Dr. Stone, of course, watched that on my phone on the bus because we had to travel down to the track meet. Was not going to miss that. I finished Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, Fire, of course, with JoJo's. And then since I've been in the anime slump, I've been trying to find stuff to watch that'll get me more interested in anime again. So the first one I checked out was this anime called Drops of God. It's about sommeliers, like people that are like wine tasters. Well, really the story is about this guy. His dad is like the best wine collector in the world or something like that. And then he passes away. She's trying to give away his like wine collection. That's like the best wine collection in the world. But his son has to guess the wine. And it's like a competition against some other guy that his dad adopted at the last minute for like, all right, my inheritance will go to whoever guesses the correct notes of this wine or the flavors of this wine. I ended up dropping that one. I was like 2 episodes and I was like, nah, this was not for me.
This is also a live action show on Apple TV because I Googled it and I got a live action show that came up instead of the anime, but I just read through the overview and it's the exact same thing you just said. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so that one wasn't for me, admittedly, but I mean, I give it a try.
I was almost ready to be like, yo, I love anime for just making anything into some fire, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably fire to somebody, but yeah, I was a target audience for that one. I thought, because I was like, I'm somewhat interested in wine. Let me check it out. But yeah, no, that wasn't for me. I watched Perfect Blue. So there's.
Oh my God, Perfect Blue's on my list.
Okay, gotcha. So you're familiar with that director? Wait, I forgot to know his name.
Oh no, I'm thinking about something else. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe it's from the same director. Wait,
I think you talked about this before, or talked about wanting to watch this.
Yeah, Satoshi Kon. Okay, yeah, I brought it up before. I watched Paprika before by him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched that one. I don't think I would recommend it to anybody. It's a bit graphic, and like if certain things trigger you, I probably wouldn't even
What's
wouldn't even
it
bother.
about? Give us a
So it's about
synopsis.
this girl. She was like an idol in Japan, but she wanted to move into becoming an actress. So it's about her transition from becoming an idol to an actress. And of course, she has like weird fans that wanted her to stay as an idol. So then, like, someone like essentially stole her identity, and it was like at the beginning of the internet age. So then they were like posting online as her kind of stuff. So it was like about like crazed fandom and like stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I watched all the way through. It was I don't know, left me with a lot of questions, but I think that's kind of the point of his films. That particular director. So yeah, I watched that one, and then I also watched. It's called Needy Girl Overdose. I checked that out.
What? Wait, what? Need like NEED?
Yeah, Needy.
Okay.
That one's it's similar in premise. So it's about like idols and kind of like the state of streaming and fandom, like crazed fandoms, and then like the toxic side of being a streamer, and also being a fan of streamers. That was interesting. I'm about 2, maybe 3 episodes in, so I think I'll see that one through because it's like a thriller mystery kind of thing. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on behind the scenes because they're alluding to some things happening, but I haven't seen the things happen yet. So I do want to end up seeing what's going on. And the final one I checked out, I sent it to Shannon yesterday. It's called Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. It's a romance comedy with adult characters. So I definitely check that out. I'm 5 episodes in. It's 15-minute episodes. So
Yeah.
Okay, we're at the same point then. Yeah, but I did a little bit of more research. So the first 6 episodes, they just split in half into like those 15-minute episodes. So it's going to start airing next month, I think, with full episode lengths.
Oh, so it's not done.
Yeah, it's not done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it has perfect 5 stars on Crunchyroll. So when I seen that, I was like, I'm gonna have to check that out. I need to see what's going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all the anime I've been watching. A whole bunch of anime that I watched, trying to get back into the swing of
Yeah,
things.
I see. Like, yeah, very wide range. I think that if Crunchyroll would have, I know why Crunchyroll took their commenting feature off, but I feel like they should put that back because it'll really help you like decide if you want to watch something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it'll be like that anime that you sent me yesterday. I'm like, why is it 5 stars? It'll be nice to know, but there's no comments, so you can't.
Exactly. Yeah, I just jumped right in. But yeah. It's about what the title exactly says. So it's a guy smoking behind a supermarket with a girl that works there. So it's a love story. So but yeah, it's pretty funny. Gaming wise, all I've been playing is 007. That game is absolute fire.
Nice.
Yeah. And then watching wise, I finished Severance. But I did not finish Spider Noir. I don't think I even watched another episode. I just been having a lot of stuff to do. So, but yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, and no Spider Noir for you, Jaja.
No, sorry. I thought about it, but I couldn't.
Sure.
Oh, I did watch State
The
of Play.
Knicks are up 2-0 in the finals. Okay, that's another thing.
I've been watching State of Play and basketball. That's all. That's the only other things I watched.
I guess that's a excuse. It's an exciting time for New York. But neither of you guys live here, so that's not an excuse for you. Anyway, what have I been doing? Okay, so I finished Spider Noir. I'm the only one here, so I guess we won't be talking about that anymore. But it was really good, though. I don't know if there's going to be a season 2 because it kind of left it, everything kind of wrapped up. So without spoiling anything, so I don't know. But the show was really good. I enjoyed it. Maybe we don't need to overkill it by adding multiple seasons, but I don't know what Amazon's plans are, so we'll see. But yeah, I enjoyed that show a lot. You guys definitely need to get on it because it was good. What else? I haven't been playing any video games this week. It's been a little bit of a slow week for me as well. And then, yeah, so I was thinking about getting out of my anime slump by getting back to some of the stuff that I have kind of just left on an edge there. But I didn't. But then James sent me that show yesterday, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. So I watched, 5 episodes of that. It's pretty good. And I will say, I'm getting better at picking up words because I think I mentioned this like weeks and weeks ago. I started going to an in-person Japanese class, and then like I do Duolingo, and then I also do another like online Japanese class. So I'm starting to like learn a lot, and so I'm starting to like pick up words, which I'm like, yes. So it's working clearly. But yeah, that show's pretty good, and I like that like it's a short and like easy watch, and it's just like a cute story. So I've been having a good time watching the 5 episodes that I watched. So I'll probably finish that at some point. So it's currently still airing. Is there going to be like 24 episodes?
I think so, yeah. Let me pull it up
out right now. Yeah, there's 12 out right now. So yeah. And then in terms of the showcases, I didn't watch any of them live, but I just caught the highlights afterwards. I completely forgot the State of Play was this week. And then I think on Thursday, I was doing something random and I was like, oh my God, the State of Play was this week. I had no clue. I'm on kind of like a social media break. So, like, usually I would be seeing that stuff in real time, but because I haven't been using social media like that, I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot, I completely forgot about this. But I caught the highlights, so we will definitely be talking about that. And I caught the highlights of the Summer Game Fest also. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, it was a little bit of a light week, but I'm planning on getting back into some nerdy things today. I'm gonna hop on my PlayStation and finish some stuff so that I can make room in my backlog for stuff that I actually want to buy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let's jump into some video game news. Let's start talking about some of these showcases. So the State of Play, the Sony State of Play.
Real
Go
quick,
ahead.
before we jump into a state of play, I just want to highlight the two showcases that we're probably not going to go too much into. The women led game showcase was June 4th. I kind of checked it out. I don't think I watched the whole thing. I don't have anything no games to highlight from there, but there was some like cool games shown, nice variety. So check that
No
out.
games to highlight from the woman-led showcase, Jaja.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first showcases I saw in the week. So, it's kind of been, how many games I have in my head right now. But the Future Game Showcase was one of the last ones of this week. So, but it was super long, over 60. I think there was 60 games in that showcase. It's always a really, really long showcase and a lot of variety in there. I guess the one game that interests me that was kind of at the beginning is this game War Dogs, that is kind of like maybe a Call of Duty killer, possibly. It looks like a really good tactical shooter. So yeah, that's all I want to highlight from now.
You should have picked one game from the woman-led showcase to highlight, Jaja.
The games are in other showcases too. I don't know if they had anything exclusive.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and check.
That's fair. I'm just messing with you. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's like so much. There's like a million showcases happening this summer, and I don't really know how people keep up with all of them. But yeah. But the two like larger ones of this week were the State of Play and Summer Game Fest. James, did you watch? You said you watched it live. Did you watch the State of Play live?
Not live, but I put on the VOD once I got back home.
Okay. Jaja, what about you? Did you watch it live?
I watched it live.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's get into it. A couple of big things from here, and then there's something about the overall theme of State of Play that I wanted to talk to you guys about, just like in terms of what I've been seeing.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch
it.
I didn't watch it
You didn't
live.
watch it live? Oh, you didn't watch it live. Okay.
But I watched the whole thing.
Okay, you watched the whole thing, but you watched it after. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. So maybe you can fill in some gaps here. Okay, let's start. So the biggest thing I think that came out of State of Play was the announcement of God of War, Laufey, right?
Well, hold on. I'm go by like the show order kind of. Because
yeah.
So it started off with Marvel Wolverine.
Yeah.
That 15-20 minutes of gameplay. Did y'all see the Marvel Wolverine stuff? What do y'all think as PlayStation owners?
That's a pre-order right there.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to pre-order it, but I will be buying it when it comes out September. What do you get when you pre-order it? What's the pre-order bonus?
I don't even care as long as it comes with the game.
Oh, so you're buying the physical copy.
I'm saying I'm for sure getting it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me too. Yes. I will be getting it on the day it comes out. Mm-hmm.
But
I was always going to be doing that.
It's supposed to be in the same world as Spider-Man, but you're not going to see Spider-Man in this game. I'm sure they have future plans to cross over, so just because they mentioned that.
This game looks a little bit more linear than Spider-Man also, which is cool. I like Spider-Man's open world, but I also like a game that's kind of more linear because it kind of keeps you a little bit more focused on the main plot of the game. So it looks cool. And the gameplay looks awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to feature some other X-Men. We got to see Jean Grey. I don't think you're going to get to play as her, but they showed her and Sabretooth. Some nice combo moves they were doing. So yeah, that was it. And then they did announce that people who don't want to see all that gore, because it's really like graphic and gory.
It is very graphic, yeah.
You can turn off the gore. So
that's cool.
That's cool. That's a cool accessibility feature. So super excited for PlayStation owners, because I won't be getting to play this anytime soon. And then the game did end with the God of War Laufey. So they showed like 20 minutes of gameplay there. So what y'all think about God of War?
Wait, what happened about all the games in the middle?
Well, that was the two big things. The game in the middle where they're just like,
yeah, but you gotta like, there has to be something worth mentioning from the middle.
These are the two first party games. Like these are and that's one of the conversations around this showcase is like, where's the first party games?
I've never played a God of War game, but this game looks really cool, and I will be playing it. I know that the toxic gamers have come out of their little hidey holes to just talk about their discontent with the fact that this is being led by women, but it looks great. So I think I want to play it. James, what did you think? Because you've played God of War.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely playing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like where the God of War universe is right now anyways. So to get more like information to see what Faye was going through. Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah. Is she based off of hold on. What is her name?
Laufey.
Yeah, no. No, her name is Faye, right? Yeah. Faye, is she based off of is her like look based off of a real person? Cuz she looks like
Yeah,
Deborah and
she's
oh yeah,
she's the Daredevil chick.
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm like, yeah, she looks exactly like her. I just wasn't sure.
Sorry, I don't know her name. I should know her name.
Deborah Ann Wool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks exactly like her. I just wasn't sure. Again, I haven't played God of War, so this is the first time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's her. I didn't like confirm.
No, it looks just like her.
Like,
It kind of has to be because I'm like, that's like a 1-for-1 like rip off of her face. So I hope so.
I thought this game looked really cool. Like graphically, PlayStation's known for its cinematic gameplay. She's doing air combos. It looks like she got a little magic in her left arm, and I do see a lot of the criticism about the game, and some of the lower. I would classify it as the lower level criticism. Just if you're just saying, oh, because she's a woman, I don't know, whatever. But I know a lot of people are like saying like there's no really like background. We don't know a lot about her, and you don't learn a lot about her in the gameplay trailer. And it kind of looked like, I guess you could call it a little. I'm trying to find a better term than clickbaity to like use the God of War name to just make this spin-off game. And like you said, the trailer starts off with Kratos and the sun in it, and you're like, okay, God of War, we're getting God of War, and then it just nope, it's about his wife, and everybody was like, some of the comments I've seen, people were like kind of like spun by that, and they're like, so
okay, so in the God of War main.
I'm sorry, and the other thing was I don't know if you saw the trailer, but there's this like she gets her sword from this jelly cube that has this like goofy voice and is really like corny and cheesy. A lot of people are complaining about the dialogue too. Like the dialogue is the writing is not that good.
The dialogue between her and the cube, which the cube is voiced by Jack Quaid, by the way, who plays Huey in The Boys. So I definitely could hear that, but it felt a little bit out of place. I will say that. But to your point though, I was gonna ask James, because I've never played God of War. So Faye, she's not really a character that we are exposed to much in God of War.
Nah, so it kind of introduced. Well, this part of the story, you start off looking to spread her ashes on a mountain. So she was already dead by the time she was like introduced. So yeah, I mean, like it is a fair criticism that we don't really know much about her, but like that gives you more reason to play the game because like, oh, this is a character I didn't know much about. Let me find out more about this character. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a character, even though you don't know much about the character, it's still a character that exists. So I guess I don't really agree with the criticism that they're using the God of War name to launch this game, because even though you don't know much about the character, it's still a character that you knew existed to some extent. So I don't know if I agree super with that criticism.
Yeah, like it's Kratos' wife. So we're like, we of course want to know what happened, because when we're introduced, Kratos already has a kid and his wife is passed. So, well, his the family that he has now, because it's a long lore in God of War. But like you of course want to figure out like how did Kratos and this woman end up falling in love, kind of thing. So if you're not one of those weird guys that's like, oh, it's a woman, I hate this game already.
Yeah, because it looks like it's good. Yeah,
I feel like if like a lot of people, and like I agree with you guys, I don't really care about the criticism. I'm just mentioning it just because it's been a conversation, and I like personally want to play this game. But I feel like they could have like killed two birds with one stone by trying to find a way to make Kratos playable.
But it's not about him though.
It would probably silence a lot of people, because a lot of people just want to play as Kratos. That's like a lot of the conversation too. They're like,
but then they could just wait for God of War to come back as a remake. But it's not about him. So like, why would they make him playable when it's literally the story like literally is not about him at all?
I hear you, but there's a lot of people that just want another Kratos game. Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm sorry. You guys can wait for the remake God of War games to come out, and then you can play that. Like, it's just a different story.
Yeah, I don't think Kratos' story is done though. So it seems like, from what I can gauge from the what they showed us, is going to bridge into the next part of God of War, because like there were new gods introduced that Kratos might end up having to fight too.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm sorry. If this is not your cup of tea, then just don't play it. If you're mad that you can't play as Kratos, you could just choose not to buy it. And then the rest of us who want to play this game will play it. And then it'll be fine. Any
Wait, did y'all
other?
did you
Yeah.
did you guys see the clip of there's like I guess a mini game where she's like washing her clothes on a rock, and then the jelly cube comes up and says and just transforms into a washing machine and sucks up all her clothes. It's a really really goofy scene.
Did I see that part? Because I was kind of like skimming through the gameplay. Because again, I was just like watching the highlights. I might have missed that. I didn't see it.
I
I'm
saw the
like,
clip of that online. I thought it was AI. I didn't see it in like the state
I
of
don't
play.
know if it's AI or not. Maybe it is. Who knows? 2026. But I'm like, yo, that is really weird if that's like part of the game.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because I don't remember seeing that, and I skimmed through the whole thing, and I don't remember that being a thing.
It wasn't in the state of play trailer. It was
So it's
another
probably not.
clip.
It's probably not real then. How do people? How would somebody have gotten that?
Yeah. But
I don't know.
yeah, but I don't remember the order of the games in the middle. I know Tokan Souls was after Wolverine, but after that it kind of gets fuzzy.
Yeah, we don't have to go in order, but like, what else kind of stood out to you? Besides the
Tokan
two
Fighting
big
Souls
announcements?
for
Yeah, well,
sure.
yes.
This was a
Yeah.
really good showcase in my opinion.
I thought it was really good too. Yeah, there are a lot of games. I don't know if I'm gonna play, even the ones that I thought were interesting. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna play all of them because again, like, it's a luxury to play all these video games. But Until Dawn too, even though I didn't play the first Until Dawn, but like that game looked like it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb Raider, that game looked like it was. That game looked like it.
Yep, remaster of the original game.
Yeah.
That it looks absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
The, the new Rayman game. I don't know if y'all are into Rayman, but I've been on Rayman since Genesis. Every Sega Saturn, I played the Rayman a lot. I'm looking forward to that. And even the Stuntman game looks really cool. All these licensed Universal themed vehicles, like they had the DeLorean, they had Knight Rider, they had I think one of the Fast and Furious cars. But like this game looks really, it surprised me. It's the Stuntman game.
Yeah.
Even this game, Kimura Hunt the Unseen, looks crazy. Most of these, I don't think there was a game that I saw in the showcase that I wasn't like interested in. I'm Animucha, Way of the Sword. They showed
Yeah,
some of
that
that.
game. Phantom Blade, even though they showed like very little of Phantom Blade, but people are excited for Phantom
Phantom
Blade Zero.
Blade Zero. We've been waiting for this game for years. I'm saying we, like I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get this
they
game.
gotta.
But I've
They're
been
gonna have to
following
drop
this
that
game for
soon.
years. We were talking about it ever since we saw the first crazy gameplay of like the action in that game.
Yeah,
Super
well, it's
excited
coming
for
out in
that to come
September,
out.
so
Yep.
right around the corner.
And I know Tokan Souls we got to highlight because that game looks absolutely crazy. I might have to buy that on Steam.
That's another pre-order right there.
You might have to buy. I thought you were sold on buying that game, Jaja. I thought you were
I'm sold on
with
buying
James from
it,
the
but
camp.
right now there's a lot of games on my pre-order list right now. I actually want to pre-order some games right now.
But like, what games? So like, this comes out August 6th. So is this what games are you looking to pre-order? What's the
We'll get
timeline
to
of
it
your
at the
games?
next showcase.
Okay.
Mhm.
I forget
Okay.
which games are coming out on Xbox from here. Like I don't have the list off the top of my head.
Okay.
But Ace Combat 8, my goodness, I've been wanting to play it. I've been craving an airplane game. Y'all know I play every variety of game, but this game looks absolutely crazy. And these games usually have a really good story. And yeah, looking forward to that. And they went more into it with the developers in the future game showcase. But Ace Combat 8 is definitely on my playlist.
Yeah. Any other things that stood out to you, James, from this? Aside
Yeah,
from what we mentioned?
The Lost Wild. So it's that cinematic first person. It's like a survivor horror game with dinosaurs in it. I think that's pretty neat. I don't think I'd drop 70 on it, but I would definitely watch somebody's playthrough of this.
Yeah.
So this game kind of caught me off guard because I was watching it and I'm like, oh my God, we're about to get the Jurassic Park game that I've been wanting to get since Jurassic Park 1. Like it looks like the park. It looks like she's entering the park and the T-Rex, all this stuff. And then it just went left with this Lost Wild thing. So kind of like, I feel weird about this. And I'm like, I was watching something else and there was a Jurassic Park game in development. I don't know if they switched it to this, but like, that game was, if you watch just the beginning of the trailer, it looks like you're entering the Jurassic Park theme park, kind of, a little bit. But
I think I skipped this one. I don't know if I saw this one. Okay. Oh no, I did see this. Never mind.
and then
But yeah, this does give. This looks like it could have been a Jurassic Park game, and then switch to something else. That kind of is the vibes that it gives off. It does look interesting. Again, I don't know if I would play this either, but I'd probably watch somebody play this. Like James said.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read. So I was going through the comments from this game show, I wanted to read somebody's comment to you guys, and then I wanted to see what you guys thought. Because it seems like there's a lot of people in this camp, but I guess it really just depends on the type of game you are. So someone said, honestly, I think this showcase helps explain why Sony's first-party sales have been declining. The live service push hurt them for sure, but I think a lack of genre diversity is part of the problem. Sony keeps returning to the same general formula, cinematic, narrative-heavy, third-person action games with over-the-shoulder cameras, lengthy cutscenes, RPG-light progression systems, and increasingly similar design language. The games are usually well-made. That's not the issue. The issue is that after enough years of it, everything starts feeling like a different branch of the same family tree. Like, I didn't finish the God of War or Spider-Man because... Well, I'm going to skip that part because whatever. Oh, no. He said... It was an example. I didn't finish God of War or Spider-Man because I hated them. I didn't finish them because at some point I felt like I played variations of that experience for over a decade. When I saw the first-party side of this showcase, my reaction wasn't, wow, something completely new. It was, Sony still seems convinced that this is the formula. So, I was reading this. I didn't really know.
Who said that quote?
Oh, it wasn't anybody famous. It was just a random comment I saw. And it was interesting because I saw people...
There's been a lot of people, like, word for word, quote, saying that sentiment, like, for, like, I want to say the last couple of years.
Yeah. So I wanted to see what you guys thought. I mean, I don't really see a problem with it because these are the kind of games that I like. Like, I don't play live service games. I don't like, it's very hit or miss for me, like other types of genre of gameplay. So the more RPGs that come out, the happier I am because those are the types of games I play. But I guess to people who are more varied in the types of games that they play, I can see why this comment like holds up a little bit. But I wanted to see like if you guys agree or.
From my perspective, as like at some point you just gotta. I mean, it's an acknowledgement of the fact, like God of War. This is just a different skin. You're putting a different skin on the same exact game that's been coming out. Some people say that about the Wolverine. It's Spider-Man with Wolverine skin. You get Wolverine powers now, but it's the same thing as Spider-Man. Not like, every point, you know what I mean? Because, one was open world, one seems more linear, but like similar mechanics and feel and yeah, they've been pumping out third party over the shoulder. I'm telling you, that same word for word quote I've heard a bunch of times in a bunch of videos that I've watched. And it's been a criticism of Sony for a little bit. But I mean, what works is Sony fans seem to like it. So,
yeah. James, what about you? What do you think? Do you agree?
No, I think that's an online take. They're dropping other type of games. It's just people aren't playing them. Like, I mean, you pretty much got to put it on a platter for people to play it. Like Astrobot, tough game, a platformer. Is it over the shoulder? Absolutely. Is it cinematic? Maybe. I don't know. But like, did anyone go out and play that? Or are they just complaining that, oh man, we're getting more God of War, we're getting more Spider-Man, or even stuff like Gran Turismo. Like they're dropping that still. But like, are people playing these games that they're complaining that they're not getting? So yeah, I think that's just people are just online too much and not looking for the games they want to play.
I mean, I would counter that point with Astrobot was Game of the Year, so a bunch of people did play that. And then when did Astrobot came out? Astrobot was like 2 years ago. So it's like, what recently? There's no first party games that are mixing it up. You know what I mean? Right now, the first party games are far and few between. Like,
yeah,
that would be my counter.
Well, to that, I say, play the games you want to play.
Yeah, you got to look for. But then it's like. Yeah, so Astrobot was 2 years ago, but I see your point, Jaja, is that they haven't served up widely a game kind of similar to that. But the games are out there and they exist. But to James's point, if they don't serve them to you on a platter, then they're not going to get played. Like, you have to kind of like do a little digging to find the games that you want to play. But I could also see like those are the RPG-like games are the games that choose to highlight the most. So I don't really know how I fall here.
To highlight.
Like I said, I don't have a problem with this because these are the games I like to play, so I don't care. They keep feeding me these games, but it's...
Sorry to be this guy, but I've had to deal with it for years where Xbox didn't have no games, and every week I had to come on this podcast and listen to all the new Sony games that were coming out, and when Xbox ain't have no games, we ain't have no games. I have to come eat it. PlayStation don't got no games right now, no first-party games. It's just a fact.
That's absolutely cap.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh my god, I was about to say something.
Bad boy, console wars. Love this stuff.
No, the games are there, but I like my RPG games. So if those are the games that they want to keep highlighting, I'm good. Because then I'm gonna have a great time at these showcases because I love these types of games, and I don't feel that way. But there's seemingly a camp of people that do, but not to say that. Sorry, it's like really hot in my room. I was like, but yeah, I can see both sides of this argument, I guess. I don't know. Should we move on to Summer Game Fest?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Jaja, did you watch Summer Game Fest live? I'm sorry, did you say this?
I watched this one live, yes.
Okay, great. So, do you want to go in game order?
The order doesn't matter in this one. This one was kind of like all over the place. I think
right.
I want to say the Snoop Dogg Stranger Things stuff happened near the beginning, if not the first
Wait,
game.
For
Stranger Than Heaven?
For Stranger Than Heaven, yeah. Okay. Well, we can start with that game then. Stranger Than Heaven. Go ahead, yeah.
They showed more gameplay, and then they announced that Snoop Dogg and Tupac will be playable characters.
Interesting.
Very
That's
interesting.
Cool.
And Snoop Dogg was brought out, and
I know, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That game looks cool. I don't know if I would play that game, but it looks interesting. It's definitely something that I would watch somebody play for sure. Okay, real quick. Sorry, I have to talk about my biggest thing first. Then we can talk about everything else. Anyway, so at first, when State of Play was coming on, I was almost sure at this point that we were gonna see a Final Fantasy like announcement trailer for Final Fantasy Part 3. Then State of Play happened, no Final Fantasy, and I was like, that is sad because based on all the comments that we've gotten so far, I could have sworn that this game was like ready to come out and this had to be the time. But then I saw that it was announced here, and like that makes sense because it's not going to be a Sony exclusive like the past 2 games have been. It's going to come out simultaneously for across all platforms, so that makes sense. And I was like, there is no way that we don't see something for this game at one of the million showcases that are happening over this summer. There's no way. And then when I saw it, I was like, great, finally. I'm so happy that we finally got an announcement trailer for Part 3 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. It's going to be called Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and it looks, from the trailer that we saw, it looks like it's going to be great. Vincent's going to be a playable character, which I know everybody was super excited for and like waiting to see if that was going to be a thing. The gameplay looks cool. I hope that they have cut back on the minigames that we've all complained about from Part 2. The only really sad thing is like I was really hoping for like a winter release, but it's coming out in the spring of 2027, and that just seems really far away. But I guess the time will go by. I don't know, but I was kind of disappointed by that. But it's fine. I'll take what I can get, I guess. But I'm super excited, finally, that we have this game is out and real and coming out in a few months, I guess. James, are you excited?
Another pre-order. That's 3 pre-orders so far. I'm about $210 in just off the past week of video games. Yeah.
Were you disappointed by the timeline of the release, or are you okay?
No, I got plenty of other things to play until that comes out. And I mean, games just take time to develop.
That's true. But a few months ago, they said that the game was done and that they were just playing it to just make sure that they've worked out all the kinks. Like they were in a phase where they were playing it to like make sure that they worked out all the kinks. So you would think if that was the case, then it would be coming out like a tiny smidgen bit sooner. But whatever. As long as it doesn't get delayed, I'm fine, I guess. But yeah, I'm super, super, super excited. That was the biggest thing out of this for me because I've been waiting for this to be announced for like months. But it's on a consistent timeline, I think, because I think Part 2. Sorry, let me just look at the timeline here. The first Final Fantasy remake came out in 2020. Then Rebirth came out in 2024, and then so that was 4 years. And then Revelation's coming out in 2027. Yeah, 4 years consistently apart. So they've been keeping on schedule in terms of the gaps in between. So that's cool, I guess, that we haven't experienced any massive gaps of time or like inconsistent gaps of time between games. So I'm excited. All right, what else stood out to you, Jaja? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say they featured this game quite a bit too. Like they showed quite a bit of gameplay. And it looks really good.
Yeah, they definitely did. What else stood out to you from?
I mean, while we're on Final Fantasy, we're getting Tifa and Street Fighter. I think that's pretty dope.
That's cool. That is cool. And we're also getting a couple other new characters in Street Fighter as well.
Mm-hmm. Her combat style kind of, I feel like, fits perfect for that game.
Yeah. What else? We're getting a new Stellar Blade game, that was kind of fast because when did the first game? I feel like the first game just came out. That's not true, but 2024. So 2 years. That's pretty quick because that's coming out. When is this new game coming out? I don't know. I can't. I have to skim through the trailer, but that was. I know that people were not expecting that because it's pretty quick on the heels of the last game, but that's cool. What else?
Her fighting style also is like is more Tifa like, and she's brawling in that game.
Yeah.
So it looks really dope.
Yeah, it does.
We're getting another Wolf Among Us for anyone who likes Telltale games.
I played that game for a little bit and it was cool. So I'm not gonna buy this, but it looks cool. It looks cool.
I'm trying not to go game by game, but like all these games I'm excited for. This was another really good showcase.
Yeah.
We got Power 1.0. They didn't really show much but a trailer, but yeah, I'm excited for Power.
Is that the official game? Is this the game actually finally releasing?
Yes, I believe
Okay. Cool.
And then we got the game that I am most excited for in this whole showcase that's guaranteed to get a pre-order from me, Attack on Titan 3. We're going to get to play through the whole Attack on Titan story from beginning to end, they claim. And Attack on Titan 2 was like one of my favorite anime games. I think it was really, really good. So based on that, I would expect Attack on Titan 3 to be better. So I'm excited for that.
So, question, because I've literally never played any of the Attack on Titan video games. So what were the other two games about? This is now you're playing through the full story. Yeah.
It started when Annie, I believe you're fighting Annie, kind of. There's two. You could play. You could create your own character, and I believe it starts with the Annie when she like turns big. It starts around that time in the story,
and then goes through which point?
It goes all the way until the Colossus Titan. You fight Bertold. You kill Bertold in that game. You fight the Colossus Titan. I want to say that was one of the last missions. And then you can also play another version of the game where you're actually playing as the story characters. I didn't really complete that, but that one goes more from the beginning to the end, kind of. But there's a lot of story that it covers.
And then what was the first game about?
The first game was, I think it went up to Annie.
And now this game you played. You see, they're doing the same thing again, but this time in video game form. So this third one, you're playing through the whole thing. So before they chopped up the story, and now you're playing through the whole story.
They chopped it up the story. You became your own. You were a new scout with your own storyline, and then you could play online. The game mode had a lot of different game modes.
Listen, I know a scam when I see one. That's just how I feel, but that's just my Attack on Titan bias.
Someone who's super hyped from Final Fantasy, which was one game being released in 3 parts over how many years? Over 10 years? Really? Are you really going to criticize Attack on Titan?
I am going to criticize. I am going to criticize.
Come on. All right. Moving on. We can move on. I get everybody's not excited for it. It's okay. This game, Clutch, though, is supposed to... I was reading an article. They claim they're trying to go after Forza Horizon. So it's got my interest.
But does it look like it's going to be as good as Forza Horizon?
I mean, only time will tell. We got to see some gameplay. This was just like a reveal trailer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, reveal trailers really tell us nothing. But it looks like it could be interesting for sure.
I mean, before that, we got to deal with Hot Wheels and Infinite Rush. This looks like Forza Horizon, but Hot Wheels version, and honestly, it looks really good from the trailer.
Yeah.
Imagine all the Hot Wheel cars ever created in a video game in open world themed Hot Wheels.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. What else? Anything else that stuck out to you? Well, you said everything stuck out to you, so.
DLC for Monster Wilds. Yeah, that's cool. We got Among Us show coming out. I guess that's cool. Blood of the Dawnwalker. I'm super excited for this game. I needed to come out now. I'm at that point with it.
Star Wars Zero Company. We got it.
That game Star Wars game. Really good. I'm into tactical real-time strategy. Not real-time strategy. Turn-based XCOM style game. It's not like a action adventure game. It's more like over the top. It's like a tactical turn-based game type of thing.
Yeah.
I like that type of stuff, so it looks good to me. Lords of the Fallen 2, that game I'm hyped for. The first one was kind of slept on. They patched it up, and now it's really good, but it didn't do good when it first came out. But this one looks like it's going to come out the gate running. It's like Dark Souls. It's similar to Elden Ring, kind of.
What about The Last Ronin? I'm excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah. We got very little of it, but yeah.
Need to see some gameplay from there. for sure.
Yeah, hopefully we get some gameplay soon on that one. Hopefully it's not third person because apparently it's a bad game if it's in third person. But
Nah,
yeah, definitely looking
one
forward to
third
that one.
person all day. Let's go. Listen, no one said they're bad games. It's just
Oh,
the same
it's just
theme.
not a game. I forgot. Yeah, not a game.
No.
They're
People are just
similar.
saying that it's repetitive, is what they're saying. They're not saying it's
gotcha.
bad. James is heated up by the comments. What else?
Stranger Than Heaven.
Crossworlds is another.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry.
Stranger Than Heaven.
Well, yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of combo on that.
We started off the convo with that one.
Yeah. That comes out in January. Oh, it's not far away. Okay, yeah.
Snoop Dogg and
Tupac.
Snoop Dogg and Tupac. But
Yeah.
the showcase actually started off with Code Veronica. I remember that now, and that was supposed to be a big thing.
The Resident Evil game. Yeah.
So that looks cool. And I do at Virtual Fighter Crossroads. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be some type of storyline in it, and then there were scenes showing where you're fighting multiple dudes at the same time. So maybe it's like a brawler, like a hack and slash brawler type of thing, or at least part of it. I know they tried to do that no, that was Street Fighter 6. Sorry. I think. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up games now. But yeah, this game looks cool.
Yeah. What I've taken away is that there are a lot of things coming out over the summer, in the fall, the winter, into the spring. It's going to be great.
Everybody is avoiding GTA.
Yes. Everyone seems to be avoiding it, placed in a good window, like purposely not coming out in November because of the GTA release.
Yeah, I saw a release calendar. It was like literally no games coming out that same month.
I mean,
I don't know how true that is, but
if that's true, that's smart of them.
Yeah, but September is a stacked month for games releasing, so
yeah,
people trying to beat the rush.
Yeah.
This game, Gen Atlas, looks really cool. It's from the creators of Shadow of Colossus. I don't know if y'all played that one. I think it came out on PlayStation 1, where you're climbing.
I know what that game is, but I've never played it.
But this is a similar style game. It looks like there's these huge mech titans, and I don't know. It looks like you flying a spaceship that's just the head of one, and you can connect to maybe different ones. And I don't know. It looks really interesting.
Yeah.
And then we're getting a new Cuphead. So that's all I got.
Cuphead game, a game that I will avoid. I hate Cuphead. But yes, so it's gonna be a good next few months for games. Get your pockets ready, people, if you're wanting to play anything.
I read some data that said on average people buy 2 new games per year.
2 new games per year. That sounds about right. Yeah. Guys, I was gonna say, so one of my coworkers, I was talking to him the other day, and do you guys remember GameFly? It's like the Netflix for games, game rentals. Yeah. So he uses that still. I didn't know that it was still around. And you pay I forgot how much you pay, but yeah, and he still uses that. And I'm like, why am I buying? Then I thought to myself, why am I buying games when I could just also be doing that? So I might do that and see how it works out.
Because apparently you're just leasing all the games anyways, and you don't own any of them, so you may as well.
And what are the chances that I'm going to replay the game? I feel like if I'm going to replay the game, then I'll buy it. But if I could just be renting the game for a small monthly fee, I feel like...
My first question is, how much is the monthly fee?
Let's see.
It says $20 a month, starting in July 2025.
Why wouldn't you just get Game Pass?
Because not everything... Because all of these new games are not going to be on Game Pass. Jaja.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Exactly. I thought about that at first, but I'm like, because I have a PlayStation Plus subscription too, but it's that doesn't, all of these new games that are coming out, I'm not going to be able to play them.
Yeah, you don't want to only play third-person games, right?
Not only, while we're on the subject of PlayStation Plus, just to dig into the game, I was reading it someplace else. It's only they upped the price, and they're only releasing one new game a month on that.
Wait,
so people are pissed off about that.
Who?
For PlayStation Plus, the service.
Yeah. So yes, so you can and that's another thing. But yes, GameFly. If somebody that works at GameFly is listening to this, we're giving y'all some free promotion right now. But anyway, you can do one rental at a time for $13.50 a month. Well, $13.50 a month for 3 months. Then it's $19.95 after. So basically $20 for one rental at a time, $30 for 2 rentals at a time. So, and then there's an elite plan that's $34 a month, and then you get early sale access to some games at 2 rentals at a time. But that's kind of cool. So just saying, if you want to play new games and you don't want to buy them, and maybe there's more than one new game coming out at once, I feel like that's kind of worth it to me.
I think 240 for the year versus on average people buy 2 games a year. That goes out to 140. So if you play more than 2 or 3 games in a year, then
yeah,
I think you've
like,
gotten your money's worth there.
Yeah, like if you have a stacked, like if you know there's a lot of games coming out that you want to play, but you don't want to commit to buying them, I feel like this is a better solution possibly. Because then I think it feels like also like maybe people only buy 2 new games a year because they don't want to keep repetitively spending money on their video games. But I feel like this gives you a little bit of room to maybe try out more things if you wanted to. Just saying. So I don't know, Gameplay. You can give us a sponsorship, and I'll talk about how great it is to rent games all the time. So I think I'm gonna try that and see if it's worth the money. I'll report back. Cool. Let's move on off of Showcase. Anything else about Showcases before we move on?
No, good time to be a gamer. Well, price wise, not really, but
Not really.
content wise,
no.
yeah, content wise, if you can't find a game to play, I think you just go ahead and admit that you're not actually a gamer, and this hobby's not for you. Just pass the joysticks because it's so many different games to play right now, and coming out too. So
it's true. It is a good time to game. You know, they recast the voice actor of Sephiroth for this Final Fantasy. I don't know if you saw that, James. I meant to put that in the rundown. But
I didn't see that. Yeah, they should tap me for that one.
Hopefully it's similar sounding, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully it's not third person view anymore because we're sick of that.
Yeah, man, spice it up. Get some variety, man.
Yeah,
Look at Xbox over here. We got all tons of different variety over here.
Okay, let's move on to some Valve news. So, guys, Valve says that the Steam machine is shipping this summer. They've opened up their verified program to include the Steam machine, which I think we talked about.
Well, they include the Steam frame. So yeah, it was like in a community forum they were talking about it, and they are the verified program is basically gonna show like which games are verified to run on the Steam machine and now the Steam frame.
Okay.
And yeah, in that quote they said it's expected to be shipping this summer. Which is very
great, guys. We are we're not in summer yet, but we're a couple of weeks away from the summer. When it's going to be shipping this summer, but we still don't know how much it's going to cost. They're really waiting for the last minute to drop the price of this console. It's kind of crazy how like much they're avoiding telling people how much it's going to cost. It's either like they really still don't know what they're going to price it at, or they're just like afraid of like the price backlash. Like, what do we think that it is at this point? It's very strange that we don't know how much this machine's going to cost yet.
Yeah, them and GTA are doing the same thing. Like, what's with the song and dance here?
Yeah, like just tell us how much it's going to cost. What's going on?
People got to start saving their money.
Yeah, people need to get their pockets ready. There's some naive people out here that still think it's going to cost $700. It's not. $1,000, everyone. Minimum, starting. People need to be prepared for that, so they should tell people now. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, this whole thing has just been kind of sketchy, just because, yeah.
Well, and then summer goes all the way until September, so. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, there's
by summer too.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's the tail end of the summer.
Very similar thing that GTA did. They're supposed to be kicking off their official advertising campaign this summer, and you know what I mean. Very big.
Well, I would think that since the game comes out in November, that needs to be like on the earlier side of the summer, I'm assuming, but who knows. But yeah, just GTA, Valve, just like tell us the price of your upcoming things. Like, we just want to know. People need to decide if they're gonna eat in their next paycheck, or if they're gonna buy a Steam machine. But yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll follow it and see when they finally decide to do it.
Switching into Xbox news. It seems like there's this article. This is not my favorite thing to talk about, but they're saying that Forza 6 is proving that Xbox exclusives will still move the hardware. Apparently, the sales rose 12%. This is in the UK, and they're keying as a key factor Forza Horizon 6, being out. And if this is true, as an Xbox fan and gamer who plays Xbox games, like, yeah, I want the company to make money, and if they're selling consoles, that's good that's healthy for the brand and everything. They could do what they got to do. But personally, like the exclusive conversation, like I really don't care that much. If the game is exclusive, that has no effect on me. I'm gonna get to play the game. Like, if other people don't get to play it, that kind of sucks, in my opinion. and then I feel like you would make more money if other people get to play it. So that's just how I feel about it. But if it's good for the brand, I guess, because we'll talk about it later. But there's a big conversation right now in Xbox community about whether exclusives should come back or not. So if this is true, it looks like they might push for that.
I'm a little half on the exclusive conversation because I agree, and like Xbox has moved toward a when people think of Xbox now, just because of the way that they've been branding themselves, they've like you don't really think of exclusives and Xbox, but like I don't know, I think like at the end of the day, like if they're still going to be in the business of selling hardware, which it seems like they are, I feel like there kind of needs to be some level of exclusives because there needs to be something that like draws you to buying an Xbox console, I guess, and it's like with so much other competition now in the console world, I think you kind of like, I don't know. I think exclusives to that point, I think exclusives to some degree help drive hardware sales for your own hardware.
And now, I mean, I forgot to mention this during the showcases. I know during the Summer Game Showcase, the comment section, a lot of comments, logos, logos. Well, I mean, I think they might have did that in State of Play too, but I didn't watch that live. I don't know if I saw the comments. I streamed the comments with it. I don't think it. But that's another conversation, like showing the logos at your showcase. Like, don't show the other consoles that she'll be dropping it on. Like, let them go research that. Like, I don't know how much sense that makes. Like, to me.
It doesn't. Well, we talked about this last week. It doesn't make any sense.
And on a note, in the UK, even with PS5 sales falling 50% and Xbox sales rising 12%, PS5 is still outselling Xbox Series X and S over there. They say by 400 units. I don't know if that's just 400 or like 400,000, I would think. But yeah, with the price hike, that was to be expected that the sales were going to decrease a little bit, but 50% is a lot, and to still outsell the Xbox, that means they're still doing okay, I guess.
Yeah. But to that point though, does that kind of like back up the argument there that it's like because like really like because you can play Game Pass anywhere, what reason I guess do people have to buy an Xbox console right now?
As someone who's streaming perfect, like in 4K, just fine. Yeah, that's one of the questions. And
Exactly.
yeah, there are games that aren't available, like to play the games that aren't play anywhere. You can't really,
Yeah.
or they're not
But
on Game Pass. You can't stream them.
yeah.
But yeah, that is. It's like, what's the stream? But that's what they kind of want, though. They kind of want people to move towards cloud gaming. So.
Right, but then like if you're also planning to still sell consoles, like they're still planning like at first like there was a period of time where we thought that they were gonna like just completely remove themselves from the hardware game, right? Like we were thinking that like that might have been a case for a little while. But they're coming out with a new Xbox. And so if they want their Xbox to sell, I mean it's gonna sell, but like longevity wise, if they want people to feel they need people to feel like they have a reason to buy an Xbox. So that's why I said like exclusives I see a reason for exclusives if you're still trying to be in the hardware business, because otherwise like what would compel me to buy an Xbox when I can just play a majority of my Xbox games on any other platform, I guess. So I can see why they would feel like exclusives need to come back.
Yeah, and while you're on the subject of that, Asha Sharma did an interview with Bloomberg where she did talk about they're talking about they're really looking at the exclusivity issue and seeing if they should bring it back and how it would look. Would it be console exclusives? Would it be ecosystem exclusives? Because it's like, you got PC players out there. You're just going to make it exclusive to the console and cut off the PC app. I understand not putting it on Steam, but there's a whole conversation around that. And in the interview, she was saying their goal is to be the number one gaming brand in entertainment. So she's setting the bar really high. It was really good. It was a 16-minute interview. I watched the whole thing. I like, what she's saying. She talked about how, people are criticizing her about, talking to people online and, how everybody has a judgment on her and no one without even talking to her. She seems very personable, so I just, want to see what's next. And yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
And speaking about what's next, we got a new Xbox handheld coming out.
Yeah, I didn't look into this too much. So this is but this is still an ROG Ally. That's Xbox.
So
Okay.
they're calling it the ROG Xbox Ally X20. It's gonna be an OLED. It's gonna be 7.4 inches. So the screen is bigger. The screen is bigger and better. more vibrant colors, and people are seeming to like the OLED screens. And it's going to be bundled with the glasses, the ROG. What are the ROG X Real R1 Edition 20 AR glasses? So they haven't announced the price of this, but this is expected to be like $2,000.
Another expensive thing.
So the glasses, I think, are like close to 900. So
I will say, my friend just got an ROG Ally, and she had it at work the other day. It's pretty cool. I like the way it feels. Like, compared to like my Steam Deck, I feel like it's like, I don't know. I feel like it feels a little bit more premium, and I also like, I don't know. I like the way it feels a little bit
you
better
like
than the Steam Deck.
the ergonomics?
I didn't really get to use it that. I really just held it.
No,
but
it's
even
just
that.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
it
yeah,
feels
yeah.
in your hand.
It's better. It's huge. I think it's bigger than the. Well, maybe it's just like the way that it is designed. But yeah, it feels better to hold. Not that I'm in the market to buy another handheld right now because I barely use the one that I have. Just saying no. I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit more comfortable than the Steam Deck. I'll just say. But yeah, this is gonna be, if it's bundled with the glasses. Yeah, this is gonna be like, it might be more than $2,000. TBH. This is for the ultra privileged.
And yeah, this is to celebrate the 20th anniversary of ROG, Asus ROG. So
I will say it looks cool. Like this specific one, it looks cool. Like the casing looks cool.
See through, like transparent.
Yeah.
I like when consoles were doing that. Like I think Nintendo 64, they had all different color variations.
Yeah.
Like, it was like purple transparent, green transparent. That was like a cool era.
Game Boy had it too. They had like the
Yeah.
see-through. They had the see-through translucent ones also. So yeah, it looks cool. Again, I'm not in the market for handhelds, but if I was, I would consider switching. Maybe.
it would be cool if they would sell this one by itself, because it seems like it has a couple other features that make it better than the other two that are already out. So
But they're only
hopefully
selling it with the glasses? You can only buy it with the glasses? That's it?
right now, that's how it's announced. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of going to hurt sales, isn't it? Because, I don't know. But I guess depending on how much it costs.
I mean, if they're getting $2,000 a pop for it, maybe they're,
Yeah.
If
This
they're
one's
getting-
for the purists.
If they're getting $2,000 a pop for it. Yeah, like, let's see how much it sells. I don't know. Okay, there's just a lot of expensive things happening right now, I guess, in gaming. It's all expensive.
To switch to something a little less expensive, the Xbox Demo Fest is now live. I just learned about this today. 40 plus games available to play, to try out on the console. So if you have a handheld or a console, there's a bunch of demos to just jump into and check out. It reminds me of Steam's Next Fest. Is that where they drop all the demos for Steam?
I don't
I
know.
think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Xbox Jack and Steam style a little bit here, but hey.
But that's good though. Let people decide before they spend their money that they want to play a game. Demos are good. This is like normal. They should do this all the time. You should be able to demo any game that you want to play. Like, I don't think we should have specific fests where you can like demo a bunch of stuff. You should just be able to, point blank, you should just be able to demo things before you buy them.
One of my favorite things as a kid was getting the Xbox magazine, or I think it was Dreamcast also, but it came with a demo disc. Every month was waiting for that demo disc to come in.
Yeah. Sorry, James, were you going to say something? I felt like, yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I think they went to the model of like alpha or beta testing of games. So it essentially that is a demo, but like you have to sign up for it and all that kind of stuff. And then it's timed and you can only play of course, like it's essentially a demo. So why can't we just do like proper demos of games instead of
right.
Sign up for the alpha test, only X amount of people get the alpha tested.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even, not everyone even gets into a beta or an alpha. So that's not fair.
And there's heavy pushes to purchase games on the digital marketplace anyway. So they have the, infrastructure in place to handle people having a demo version of that game.
Yeah.
Digitally. And then let's say you do play it digitally and then you still might end up buying it physically because you enjoyed your experience with it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is there, but I think demo should come back for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Just like 20 minutes, nothing. It doesn't have to be anything like that. But yeah, I just feel like people should have the right to decide before they make such exuberant purchases now in the economy that we're in that they want to play the game, that they're actually gonna like it.
Picking apart trailers versus all right, let me get my hands on it to see if I actually enjoy it.
Exactly. So it would be nice if that was a thing, but I know it's not going to be, but it should be. All right. Anything else in video game news before we move on to some
Real
anime
quick,
news?
just wanted to
Yeah.
mention that Call of Duty announced that they're not going to have any clowny skins in Modern Warfare 4. Like you're not going to be able to play as Beavis and Butthead and Nicki Minaj and all that type of stuff. This is something that I've personally wanted in my Call of Duty, so I'm super excited for this. This makes me hyped for the next game, and I might have to buy it just because of that alone. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Nice.
I feel like I said this last time, and then we ended up here. But yeah, they seem to be sticking to their word. Like they're responding to people online about it. So maybe they are sticking to their guns this time. No pun intended. But yeah, no, the clowny stuff, like Call of Duty and Fortnite were almost, there was no difference between them because it was like, why am I playing as, Simpsons characters in either
In
game?
Call of Duty. Yeah, that seems a little bit off brand for them. So that's weird.
And
Yeah.
not to mention, somebody that I know that literally buys all the skins, especially in Call of Duty and in Fortnite. But I'm like, those skins like make you stand out in the map, and you're trying. That's something that goes against
Yeah, you
like
lose
what you're
all your
trying to
stuff.
get
Yeah.
done. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're glowing electricity. Woo! Now I can see you from everywhere. I'm gonna hunt you down. Like I'm not scared of you because you're glowing electricity. Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. What's going on in anime news?
Yeah, there's a new streaming network coming out. Apparently, that's gonna try and rival Crunchyroll. It's supposed to be 24/7 free. It's called ODK Media.
Did we talk about this before? Or was this another? I thought we.
I think it
I
was
don't know if we
something else.
mentioned it or not.
It was something else?
I think
Okay, but it
Crunchyroll
was
had their own streaming channel that was
Oh, got
24/7
it.
anime. But yeah,
Okay.
Arrival is. I think they need that.
Yeah. But it's not like a one-to-one rival because it's like, oh, okay, to rival that portion of it, right? Because it's not like on demand where you get to like pick. It's just like it's a
Yeah.
channel, right? So they're basically just playing whatever.
This is
So you
probably
have
the
to-
build up to that. Like once you get people into that ecosystem of like, okay, I watch this channel. I'm starting to make money from the advertisements. That this channel is probably more than likely playing on their streaming service. Then they start to build up more money, and then they don't have to charge crazy amounts of money from the jump. But I think the licensing is where it'll get ugly because, like, will they be able to license to Crunchyroll and ODK Media at the same time? Who knows?
Who knows?
The fact that they're calling it a streaming service would make me think it's some type of app where you get to choose and not just the channel. But
Yeah,
not.
but that's not what it's reading like. I think they're just saying that, but when you read it, it's a 24/7 always on destination for anime fans. So it's just like a cable channel where they're just putting stuff in a lineup. So I
It
don't
says it
really
has,
want to.
themed programming blocks that encourage daily habitual viewing. So yeah, it seems like it's like just always on, and then like at X time, such and such comes on. So like you got to
Yeah.
get home to the TV to watch whatever
like the
program
old
block.
Tsunami days, which like I just don't see that.
Yeah, on demand is the way to go. But I think this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, at least it's free, right? It's free-ish, or there are tiers that are free, something like that.
It sounds like it's gonna be free.
Yeah, it says
for
free.
now.
Yeah, free 24/7 access.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm like it doesn't benefit me to drop in on the channel and then some random episode of a show is playing and then like I don't have the context of the before or after. So I wouldn't say that it's a competitor to Crunchyroll yet, even though it's free. But
Yeah, they have streaming channels. So I have Samsung TV. They have streaming channels on there. So they have like a JoJo's channel that is just JoJo 24/7. It's a Hunter x Hunter one that's Hunter x Hunter 24/7. So I like,
so there's already stuff out here that exists already. So it's not okay.
yeah, but this one seems like it'll be different shows. So it's
Okay.
not just always the same series. Because
Right.
sometimes I'll hop on the JoJo's and it's like it might be an episode from one part, and then I come back to it. It's like, all right, we're 3 seasons down the line here, so I've lost
Yeah.
all context. But
Exactly. So it's like the randomness doesn't really help when you're trying to watch something sequentially. But yeah, still good though. That's a free option though. It's something else that you can just put on while you're trying to go to sleep. Background noise. All right, and Hunter x Hunter's coming back. The manga.
Yes, it is. Super hyped for that. After a long break, it's supposed to be coming out July 3rd in Japan. A new volume.
Oh, so when is it coming out in the U.S.?
Not sure. They haven't said. It's supposed to be volume 39 of the manga. Let's see. I don't see U.S. release date, but
It's probably gonna be a couple. Probably have to wait a little bit.
they're saying probably. I don't know. That's this summer for Japan, but yeah,
Yeah.
This anime has been close to. It's one of those animes that I feel like it's just like it just it defines like the anime genre to me in my head. It's one of those classic. One of the first things I mentioned to people, like, what should you watch in anime? Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's move on to some TV and movie news. Sega Streets of Rage is getting a film adaptation. I did not even know that. Why? Why? Why?
You know, we got to turn our video games into movies these
Let's
days.
just pick the most random thing that doesn't really have a story to make into a movie, and let's make it into a movie. It's gonna be great, guys.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good to know that the writers behind Sonic, Casey and Josh Miller, they're going to be writing the Streets of Rage adaptation. And who's the director? The director is sorry if I mispronounced your name, James Samuels, and he directed The Harder They Fall. That sounds familiar. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. The Harder They Fall. Yeah, I've heard of that.
But previously, Derek Kolstad, apparently the person who produced John Wick, he was the writer and he left. He wrote an earlier draft of the movie, but now we're getting the Sonic writers. So
that's very interesting. I don't think we need this, but again, I think we're just like roaming. It's somebody's job to just like roam through IP and decide what would make even a halfway decent movie.
Have you played Streets of Rage, either of you?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
But
played a ton of Streets of Rage.
But would you go to see a Streets of Rage movie?
Depends on the trailer. I think you can make it into a good movie. Like the story of the game wasn't really highlighted, but I feel like there was a story there that can be turned into a movie. It depends on how good they do.
Yeah. What about you, James? Would you see a Streets of Rage movie?
Probably. I mean, I think it's definitely for a niche audience. I think this is where like kind of first time movie makers could get their footing. Like if everything wasn't so locked behind like IP and stuff like that, like some random person that just loved this story or loved this game could make a story out of it. Like I think they could do a great job with it. And then like it wouldn't be like winning awards or nothing like that probably, but I think people wouldn't mind like, I spent $15 watching this movie for, hour and a half. I don't think people would feel like they wasted their time if they were fans of the series, depending on how well it's, adapted. But I think stuff like this should exist for sure.
And they've been getting better with video game movies coming off of Mortal Kombat 2 and the Super Mario and the Sonics. They're doing better.
Yeah. Testament did better.
Yeah, like the Backrooms, for example. It's doing well in theaters. So, I mean, stuff like that. I think kind of first time movie makers is where they can kind of break into the game of like, hey, this is a very niche thing. I know it's catered towards the audience. We have a not a particularly huge budget, but we're going to do what we can with what we got. I think that's a perfect place for first time movie makers.
Is that movie out already?
Backrooms, yeah.
Because the trailer looks spooked. That's one of the first like movie trailers.
Oh, Backrooms! Wait, Backrooms is out?
Yes.
Flip! I gotta go to the movies.
That movie looks creepy.
I
feel like I'm gonna throw my popcorn up in the air with that movie.
Yeah, I gotta go see that. I didn't
realize
that already.
78% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I mean, I think the people that were already just interested in are enjoying it. Like I haven't heard anything bad about it, but it doesn't seem like it has a wide appeal. So I think that's probably why people aren't talking much about it.
You didn't see it, James? Are you gonna go see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it this week.
This week? Okay. Yeah, I need to go see it too. I didn't realize it was out. Okay.
And it's based off a video game, you're saying?
Yeah, well, it was like a short story series that turned into a video game that kind of turned into another, like a real deal movie. I think that's the order of operations there, but yeah, but there's definitely a game about this.
Like I feel like I saw a game that dropped on Game Pass this week called The Backroom something. I was wondering if it was connected to the movie.
I think it is, yeah. Because I know Backrooms game is on Steam or one of those like PC type platforms, but yeah, no, I think this is something.
I'm not mistaken, I think it is a PC port.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the name of it right now. Escape the Backrooms?
Yeah, that's what it is. Or that might be like a spin-off game of it, something like that. But yeah, no, it definitely was a PC game.
All right, maybe I will go see it this week too then.
Oh yeah, Escape the Backrooms. This is like the co-op version of the game. But yeah, no, I'm gonna check it out this week.
It's been a while since I've had popcorn. Have you ever had times where you just crave movie theater popcorn? So I'm just like, let me go find a movie to watch. So I
I heard people DoorDash that.
What? You can DoorDash movie theater popcorn from the movies?
You can, yeah. I don't know why you would spend that much money getting some popcorn, but you can for sure.
How do they get that? How do they transport that to you?
The DoorDash person who comes and picks it up.
But like, the popcorn movie,
Oh,
the
I see what you're
popcorn,
saying.
yeah, but like it's not made to go. Like people are not just buying popcorn to go. I guess they are. I don't know. That's weird. But cool.
There's only one way to find out. You can test it out and
Yeah,
see
go
if
ahead and
I feel like
DoorDash you
you
some
ruin.
popcorn.
I don't know. I feel like the popcorn, the movie theater popcorn, it should just be saved for the experience of watching the movie at the movie theaters. I feel like it's like not the same. You're just door dashing movie theater popcorn. It's gonna be cold. It's not even gonna be warm anymore. It's gonna be eating cold popcorn with cold butter on it. But cool. If that's
Listen,
what you.
I was pissed. I went to the movies last time to get nachos and cheese. They gave me a bag of Doritos and
Hey, you need your money back. Hey, you definitely need your money back.
it was a bag of Doritos, or they had the Tostitos in the yellow bag, the little circle ones. I'm like, oh, this is what we've come to for nachos
What?
and cheese.
What movie theater was this? Call them out.
World's tallest IMAX right here. Mhm.
Wait, World's was what? Is that AMC? Is it Regal? Or is it a
don't know.
different chain?
I don't know what chain it is. Let me look it up. It's called the world's tallest IMAX.
Oh, so it's probably not an AMC or a Regal. It's probably like an independent movie theater or a different movie theater chain.
World
Are you guys
Cinema.
gonna go? Oh, okay, yeah. Are you guys gonna go see Toy Story 5? That comes out in a couple weeks.
I don't think I rushed to the theater just to see that one.
Me either.
Okay, well, I'll be going to see it.
I will be watching. No, I'm kidding. How it fits into the Pixar theory.
Oh God. Okay. You and this Pixar theory. All right. Let's move on. Cape Crusaders coming out with season 2. Or we got the release date, which is what? What's the date? Oh, July 31st. I did not see the first season of this.
Super hyped for this. This is one of the best animated DC or Marvel shows to me because it just reminds me of the original animated series. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
trying
is
to
this on
remember, did I
HBO
watch
Max?
this?
This is on
It's
HBO,
on
right?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. Oh.
hmm It's like a remastered, like the original Batman animated series. Like even the
Yeah.
theme song kind of like reminds you of it. And yeah, it's that style of show. So if you like Batman, then this is up your
Nice.
alley.
Nice.
My Adventures
All-
of Superman is coming back as well.
Yes, it is. We
In-
talked about
in
that
a
last
week.
week. It is
Yeah.
coming back. I'm excited about that. Well,
What
I'm
is it on,
excited to
season
catch
3?
up. I'm not caught up. Yeah, it's season 3. I fell off of that show, but I need to catch up because I did like it when I was watching it. All right. Anything else before we wrap up for this week?
Just good luck to the Knicks, man. Let's get it done. Finish the job.
Yeah, be careful out there, Shannon. Those fans are going
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, they are. But it's also bringing the city together in positive ways. It's great. There were like, I was reading the other day, there were like 6,000 people outside of MSG on Friday, whenever the last game was, and only 17 people got arrested. So that's cool. It's a good ratio there.
And they also said crime is down like a historic amount right now since the Knicks have been in the finals. I think it's like like either 68 or 78%.
Oh God, is the city gonna break out in a riot if they lose? Let's not even talk about that. We'll see.
Or win.
Let's.
Winning might be
Oh
worst
yeah,
case
or winning.
scenario.
Yeah, winning might be. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what the city's gonna be like if they actually win the whole thing.
When they win.
When? Sorry. Yes. When?
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Wemby got future. He's got the future years. This is the next year, right?
Yeah. Cool. All right, everyone. So thank you for joining us for another week of the podcast. As always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at BlurredNerds, follow us on TikTok, BlurredNerds_pod, send us an email, blurrednerds@gmail.com if you are a creator of color in the nerd space and you want to come on to talk about your work. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, especially if you listen to us on audio, which a lot of you do. Please just head over to our YouTube channel, give us a subscribe, and like our episodes. We would greatly appreciate it. And as always, you can continue listening to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast app of choice. Thank you again for your continued support. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the Blurred Nerds podcast. As always, I'm Shannon.
James?
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.